Today is June 20th. Yeah, it's 20th. And it's mid-afternoon. We got done with a bunch of our construction, all of our work that we've been doing on the house. We have posts in. And cement foundations. And it's a retaining wall. And then that's going to be a greenhouse. So that's what we did today. And now the cement's all drying. And we don't want to be doing more work here and then accidentally somebody fall over and hit one of the posts and it no longer being level and even and straight up and down, and then that be ruined. So, yeah. It's a snazzy day today, too. It's nice. It's warm, relaxed, sun's out. Anyhow, I'm going to continue videoing here in a little bit, but for now, there's a supreme pizza in the oven. I'm gonna go take a shower and change. So I was working on my laptop, trying to figure out how to clean out the dust and everything, because my laptop continually overheats. And it sucks, especially when I'm trying to edit videos to put on the vlog, and all of a sudden the computer is red hot and it turns off automatically. So I was online trying to research what happened, and all of a sudden the power went out. There's nothing that is on whatsoever. Thankfully the clocks are battery operated, so we still know what time it is, but everything is turned off. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the first time I've ever been here before with no power. I've actually been in the middle of a thunderstorm, and we lost power for 3 days. That time it sucked. But I don't know, I kind of want to go on an adventure now since the power is out and there's nothing going on here. But at the same time, I might just take a nap. Or I might just go geocaching. So I turned on my phone and my data stuff to see if I can go geocaching possibly. Okay, I'm going to just turn this off and continue making more footage later. So I decided to run off on a little adventure, so I'm going geocaching. I'm in the little miniature village of Boulder Creek. It's a really cute little town. Yeah, geocaching. Go down the street, across the block. Nearest one over there, and then there's another one up the street over here enough to decide. So I'm going to go geocache. It's a kitty cat! And I don't have a tripod with me, so you get an unstable image. But I have no idea what this cat's doing. It's leaning over into the little siding of the road. But I don't know, maybe there's some water down there that it's drinking, or maybe it found a tiny little mouse or something like that that's running around. But it's a really cute cat. I like his coloring. Kitty. Meow. It's one of my favorite breeds of dogs. If we're gonna run over here, we're gonna watch this guy walking by. Oh my gosh. English bulldogs. Woof. So I got to the location where I believe the geocache should have been. There's a nice little outcropping of trees. And there was rocks between two poles, like the hint said that there would be. But there's a hammock, plywood and other things. I think it had gotten muggled. So I'm walking on my way back, and of course there's the patrol along here, hanging out some more. Really cute dogs. I like English bulldogs. They're really adorable. The big, stupid, sloppy grins of their faces when they smile. The lovely little town of Boulder Creek, nestled in the redwoods. It's really cool, the kind of sites that you end up going to. But, hey, oh look, a geocache. Signed the log, made a find. Going back to the car to go adventure off the next one. If I can find another one around here. Big rule of geocaching, which is totally just obviously reinforced in my mind. Remember to make sure there's no muggles around when you replace a cache. Because the looks you get when you're sitting on the side of the road with a little tin can in your lap and a piece of paper writing on it are very strange. But when you can't take that tin can and you put it back where you found it and walk away, and there's people who watched you see you do it, it raises questions with many people. So yeah, more of my adventure later. So I found the last cache I was looking for, and so I get up and I log in over on my phone, and I turn the corner and I start walking up towards my car. And then, well, I looked up. There's a treehouse above this house. A treehouse. This is a really cool treehouse. It goes up even higher into the tree. There's a treehouse in the middle of town. There's a treehouse in the middle of town. Do you know how cool that is? In the middle of town, there's a treehouse. It's a treehouse. I wish I had a treehouse. There's a lot of things flying around. Yeah, gnats. So I'm leaving Boulder Creek, and I'm driving on the road for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to a place called Ben Lomond. And apparently the geocache I'm going to is one of those ones that kind of like tries to teach you about the local region's history. And so apparently at 10,000 BCE, right after the last ice age, this area was actually a lake. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But so the settler came from... I'm completely blanking out on the name of the location, but I don't know. I'll put it on the next scene, and I'll check my phone and take a look at what it looks like. But it's really cool. But yeah, so this is one of the reasons why I love where this area is, because there's all this grass, all this green, all this prettiness, all of this lovely location. If you've never been up into the Redwoods, up by Santa Cruz, you should totally go. Northern California as a whole, Redwoods. Really nice forestry area. And remember, we have to protect our forests, because they make the oxygen that we breathe. But not many people seem to remember that. Look, a bus. Okay, so, this is the fourth in a series of Catalonian caches honoring the settlers from Scotland descent who left their life in the Highlands to start a life... Oh! The sprinklers just turned on and startled the crap out of me. And start a new life within the area of the Redwood Mountains here in Santa Cruz. So... Alright, I'm going to go see if I can find this one. I really like how people make geocaches just to be able to show off the heritage and history of some places here in the world. It's really nice. And this has been Lomond, which was named by a gentleman who left Scotland, and he came here to start anew, and he ended up getting a house up on a hill, and he named the hill Ben Lomond to be able to honor his homeland, I guess. That's what the terminology would be. I don't know. I'm ADHD boy, and I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to everything right now. And so basically, he renamed the hill, and then there was a series of settlers who came into the valley, and they started living in the valley, archaeological dig, a bunch of other things, and they ended up naming the area Ben Lomond because this guy already had named a hill. Might as well have named the region. One of the irritating aspects about geocaching is when you can't figure out where the dang thing is. But it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't a little bit of a challenge from time to time. But this is a really gorgeous church. I mean, all the redwood and everything. Check out that bell. Isn't that a cool bell? I'd ring it, but I don't want to make a whole lot of noise right now. And then this massive tree. It's really, really pretty and really, really tall. Alright. Let's see. No, I'm not going to bother with it because I'm going to attract a whole bunch of attention if I end up ringing that bell. And then I won't be able to get a geocache. Because we're next to one of the main thoroughfare areas, because this is right on the 9. That's the 9 right there. But I'm looking, and I'll let you know if I find it. I'm walking along trying to figure out where the geocache is, and I find this sign. I think that's kind of funny. Alright, I looked and I looked. Been here for about 10-15 minutes. Didn't find it. The hint basically is rocks in the back. I mean, the rocks outside the fence. And there's a series of rocks outside the front fence of the whole church. So I went around and looked at that. But I didn't find it. I want to do something kind of cool. Oh. It's a cool bell. So, on to the next one. Off to hunt and search. So, hunting along. I'm along the 9 now. Up the road quite a bit. Look, a passing car. I love the fact that I have a screen to be able to see myself now, because then you're not seeing my chin or the top of my head, and bad video recording. So basically, I'm in front of a fountain, and this fountain is the only thing that is left of a hotel that used to be standing here. It burnt down back in 1932, and the remains of the 300-acre park were subdivided for housing. The hotel was called the Roerdinian? Hold on. There's actually a way to pronounce this on this page. Let me see if I can find it really fast. I was reading it just a moment ago. The Roerdinian. It's basically a combination of the name of an enchanted Scottish flower and another part of it to mean enchanted forest. So basically, this was a 300-year-old hotel, and it was, oh, no, never mind. The name comes from a 300-year-old hotel that was situated on the eastern banks of Loch Lomond in Scotland. And it says here where the legendary outlaw Rob Roy once roamed. So, yeah. So basically the hotel ended up burning down, and this fountain is the only thing that's left of it. Ready for this? It's a really bad angle. Actually, I'm going to get out of the car and I'm going to walk over to it to be able to show it to you. So I'm going to walk. So now it's, well, hasn't been running with water, so it's a little bit overgrown. And now it has a bunch of flowers in it. But yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Maybe the original top pieces got broken off, and so these little wooden replacements are here, but I like it. It's a nice little piece to accentuate your drive along the road. When muggling happens! Sadly enough, I found remnants of a geocache. The container was obviously broken, but there's nothing to be done about it, obviously. So, off to the next cache, which is supposed to be a little bit of a park down the road here, which is going to be very lovely to go take a look at, and then I'll take some last video recording. You left your mark on me, you hear that? The sun's going to be going down in a bit. There's a bit of a city park down the road, so I'm going to go there. There's about 4 caches over there, apparently, and I'm going to go see if I can log a couple of them. And then that'll probably be the end of my hunting for the day. And if you can see it, there's a really nice blue truck. Look at that truck. That's a cool truck. It's lifted, too. It's an off-roading vehicle. I want an off-roading toy. Maybe when I get older and I get rich, I'll get myself an off-roading toy. Or maybe for my next car. That's a good idea. My next car will be an off-roading toy. So this colossal tree is the location of my next cache. There's a skate park. I didn't know there was a skate park here. It's pretty cool. So this is like the kind of area, kind of park, children's center, parking lot. There's a bunch of bushes around here, so I'll take some footage on the other side of the thing. But I'm going to go take a look, see if I can find geocaches right here. There's actually 4 in the park, so hopefully I can find 4 finds. This tree bark's all soft and spongy. It's a very interesting feeling. This is a lovely tree. Don't want to break anything, of course. Still not finding the geocache yet, so I'm still looking. So I just recorded the video of, like, right here, me playing with the bark. So I'm looking around and I go along, and this little glint of metal suddenly catches my eye. And there it is right there. Protected by spider webs. But there's people in the skate park, so I'm going to be a little bit careful. But yeah, geocache hiding place. Oh, what is that? Kind of cool. But yeah, right there. Gotta remember to put back. Number 1 rule of geocaching. Always hide better than you found. Where's the... So, this is the other end of the park. This is the driveway that I drove down right there. There's a road that comes around and goes down the hill, and that's where the parking area is back there behind those bushes. So there's a baseball field over here, and it's very nice and lovely. This tree right here has another geocache, and I'll show it to you in a moment. Come to the realization I'm going to end up like ruining geocaching for people simply because they're going to be watching my vlogs and then they're going to be like, oh, I want to go look for that cache, and I show them exactly where it is on my video, and they're like, oh, geocache. So it's really neat what they ended up starting selling. If you've ever bought in a plastic bottle before, there's a thing called a preform. And of course, this is wrapped with tape, so you can't actually see it. But it's basically excess plastic that's formed into a tube. And then with the... hold on. If I can get this dang thing open. And then there's the thing for the lid already here preformed. So basically what they end up doing in a factory or something like that, you end up sticking one of these inside of a machine, it heats it up, and then it pushes air into it, into the mold, and that's what makes the bottle. Or at least I think that's how it works. If that's not how it works, well, I guess these are just coolly sold. But these are really neat because they're waterproof and everything, and you can end up storing things in them. And that's obviously what geocaches are stored in. Well, one of them. And then you have pill bottle containers and little bison tubes and all these other stuff. Anyhow, I'm going to turn off the video, sign this log, hide this back where it belongs, and then there's 2 more geocaches here in the park. But I haven't bought the full package thing for the geocaching app for my phone, which kind of sucks. So, like, the geocaching app that I can actually log my finds from my phone only have the 2 caches I just found, and then there's 2 more caches on the other side of the park, but sadly I know of those by third-party geocaching app for your phone, which doesn't allow you to log it from your phone, which kind of sucks, because I can't just be like, oh, log, so I have to go home and get online to be able to log these ones. But, yeah, and another note, though, check out this sky. Isn't that pretty? All them clouds. Oh, those are really nice clouds. Look, a plane. Nope, you can't even see it. Can't even see it on the video. Maybe I can zoom in on it if I can find it in the thing. Here we go. Alright. Zooming. No, you can't see the plane. It's a tiny little plane. It's about right there. I think. Maybe it's right over here. I don't know anymore. Why am I looking for a plane to show you it on video? So this next geocache that I'm hunting for is called Sawyer. And yes, it's from the TV show Lost. So that's a little funny shindig kind of moment. But apparently it's by some benches, and it's a black camo container with a red top. But now we are leaving the park and venturing into the forest. Oh, there's a parking lot right there. Seriously? Alright, well that totally killed my mysterious vibe I was trying to go with this moment of video. It's a really nice park. Like, it's one of the bigger things I love about geocaching is the fact that it gets you out different places. So you get to adventure. And you get to experience places otherwise you might not ever know about, learn about, or experience or adventure. Or explore. That's the word I was looking for. It really hurt. Stepped down crooked. My back's been killing me more recently. And all this brush, and this is all probably poison oak. But I've never been the greatest at identifying poison oak. There's something moving over there. As I continue my adventure, it's a really nice little trail. Now we go downwards. So, hunted around, searched. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. The one thing that sucks about geocaching with your phone is that when you don't have a proper GPS reader, you have the issue of not being able to find exact coordinates. And basically the hint is that it's a sideways tree with a bunch of bark on it. And there's plenty of trees around, but I'm not finding a whole lot of ones with sideways bark. And it's getting late. I'm not too worried about it, so it's all good. But I did find something really, really cool. And maybe you can hear it by now. Can't even tell if you can see me or not, but that's okay. As I duck underneath these things of green, wander along over here, and wander along over here, and the banks of the creek. So, oh, check that out. I'm not sure if that's a house or if that's a resort, but nonetheless, there's a creek here, and it's really pretty. A little bit of like a waterfall. So, the adventures you go on while geocaching. You know, this camera is supposed to be waterproof, so I'm going to randomly test that. Do an in the water view. My camera. Because I'm a weirdo like that. And it's still working, I think. It's a little bit wet and damp now. We'll dry it off here in a moment. But it's still working. So I got a real nice little waterproof camera. Get a random view from underneath the creek. And you know what? I'm going to take my shoes off, roll up my pants. I'm going to dip my feet in the water and cool off a little bit. But otherwise, I think this is the end of today's vlog. Because it's been a great day and a very fun adventure. So, yeah. Farewell. I think the craziest fact about the place that I'm at is that Highway 9 is like less than 2 miles, just that way. That way, as I point my finger in this direction and block the view of the waterfall. Like, there's a lot of things people miss out on because they're so busy, go with life. You gotta stop and relax from time to time. But at the same time, wasted time sucks too. So, I don't know. But this is lovely. And it's funny because it's a stream that's just simply running right by an area park. And I don't think you can see them all, but there's thousands of gnats bouncing up and down and flouting around right here. And my feet are nice and wet and cool, and it's nice. It's nice to cool down and relax a little bit for a minute after having worked earlier today. But yeah, fantastic evening and a great ending to my random geocaching and hunting adventure. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get up and dry my feet off a little bit, and then start on my way back to the car before the sun sets, because otherwise I'm gonna get lost in the forest. So just to reiterate again, this is a little creek, lovely view, little miniature waterfall. If you look through the bushes and everything, there's the place at the park, right there. Wait, I have to angle my screen properly. See it? That's a slide to the children's little toy. Give me a moment, and I'll show you another reference of where that is to who. Children's play place. And it kind of sucks to admit this, but I'm totally lost. This is the first time I've ever been in this park. I'm not really sure where I'm going. But I think that leads up to something, so I'm going to go that way. The place I just came from, the children's park, and here's the yard, and there's Highway 9 right there. Like literally, there's shit in this world that you will miss if you don't pay attention to the world around you. And this sucks. Why? Because you can't experience the whole damn world in one lifetime very well. You can travel everywhere, don't get me wrong, but you can't experience every little nook and cranny in the world. You can go to tons of different countries, and I totally encourage you to do so. But it's something that I plan on trying to do myself. It took me only like 5 minutes to get from the river all the way to here while jogging and running. Gotta get yourself a good workout from time to time. And I find it ironic also that I'm recording some more when I mentioned 2 scenes ago that was going to be my last recording on the side of the river for the vlog. So this is actually going to be the last piece of my recording as I show you that lovely sky. And I wish to you a fantastic day, fantastic evening, and remember to chase the world. Or something. Oh, I'm winded. I'm a fat ass. I need to exercise more. You know what? In the comments, tell me if you want to be my exercising partner or not. For the 4 people that actually watch my videos.